Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or evening at time of recording. King of New Anglia here, and I'm doing something a little different than my normal videos. I'm going to attempt to do a Let's Play. And I say attempt because this is my... technically, this is my second attempt, because I've tried to do a playthrough with Fraps, but for some reason it wouldn't record the entire playthrough that I did. It only gave me 3 30-second shots that were completely useless. I lost about an hour and a half of footage. But I got interested in Crusader Kings 2 through a couple of videos, especially those of Many a True Nerd, who I recommend because he's given me a lot of tips on what to do with this, so I might be a beginner, but I'm not entirely a novice. And I like this because it does give you a bit of alternate universe, and it's a showcase of both great man history and kind of Marxist history. Great man in the case that you yourself control a character, and you have the option of trying to make him a great man like a king and, if possible, an emperor. But Marxist history because everyone else other than your character is controlled by AIs, which means that things can happen quite a lot that you wouldn't expect. Like, for example, in my first attempt at playthrough, we started in 1066. Now, every Englishman should know that date, and everyone should know what happened. Which, historically, after only a few months, in the course of a few months, King Harold Godwinson had to fight Harold Hardrada, invading from Norway, and then swiftly try and defeat William, Duke of Normandy, and got killed, and as such, the Duke became King William the Conqueror of England. Now, in my original playthrough, that didn't happen. What happened was that not only did both the Norwegian invasion and the Norman Conquest go over 1066, but first, William the Conqueror was imprisoned by Harold Hardrada. Then Harold Godwinson allied with the King of France, who forced his vassal to stand down, so the Norman Conquest was ended inconsequentially. Then that allowed Harold, along with his French allies, to beat back Harold Hardrada all the way back to Norway, and basically conquer Norway enough that they had to form a truce. So Harold Godwinson became king. The meddling monk from classic Doctor Who would really like that alternate universe. Now, I played as a vassal, ended up becoming briefly the steward of England, which I realised was a bad move when I realised I was away from my wife, and so I didn't have a son, which in this game means if you don't have anyone to inherit you, it's game over. But somehow during my time as steward, I offended the Queen of England enough that she tried to she initiated a plot to kill me. So that's the kind of fun that we can come up with, and when I say fun, really stressful. Here we are. High Medieval Ages. 1066 AD. By the late 10th and early 11th centuries, the Muslim world was changing, with Turkish dynasties such as the Seljuks and the... I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce it, now dominating Persia, or as it was called in the properly, Iran. And yes, Iran was actually the real name in the language of the people who lived there. The Byzantine Empire was still holding its own, but was to see worse times to come. You never know with this game. Central and Western continental Europe was split between France and the strong Holy Roman Empire, while Christian kings were advancing against a fractured and weakened Muslim Spain. Scandinavia was quickly converting to Christianity, the Norse settlers in Russia and Britain had quickly assimilated with the local population, yet Viking descendants in Normandy and Italy were preparing new conquests, and the time of the First Crusade was approaching. So you can start by playing as these characters. Now, you can play as William the Conqueror and try and conquer Britain, or as the Holy Roman Emperor, but I'm not. Now, I've decided to be a lowly vassal, so I'm not Harold, the Duke of Kent, who is the brother of Harold Godwinson, because I don't really want to do anything spectacular at the moment. This is just to get the game going. I don't own any of the DLC expansions, so we don't have Reaper's Dew, which means disease would be more rampant, which is recommended to make the game more interesting, and you can actually get a court physician for that. I also don't have Conclave, which increases the powers of your vassals. I don't want to contend with the vassals just yet. So yes, I'm the Duke of Kent here. So this is the character I'm playing, the Duke of Kent. And here we are. Now, we're starting on September the 15th of... Now, we're starting on the 15th of September, 1066. So, by now, Harold Hardrada has invaded, so Harold's going up to meet him. And possibly meet his destiny. We don't know. Then the Normans are going to invade. Now, so, now we start... So, let's see what our character is. Okay, so he's not that bad. Diplomacy's a bit low. And stewardship's low. Intrigue. Yeah, but he's thrift spending. That means... arbitrary. That means he doesn't really care for justice. These are traits which you pick up during life's experience. So, and it's all pretty random with each new game. My last attempt, he wasn't half bad. He actually had high stewardship, which now that he's got pretty low, it means that his his lands are a bit too big to govern. So, and that's because arbitrary he loses to stewardship. He's proud, zealous. That's good or bad depending on how things go, and he's brave. So. That's High Marshal. That means he's got quite high levies. Okay, that's he's unmarried at the moment. Now courts. These are basically the people who are living with me in Kent. And oh dear, there's quite a number of discontented people and people who are not exactly who are only marginally okay with me. So. Let's return. So, before we actually start the game, there are a few things we need to do, like, for example, get a wife. Now we need to find someone to get married to. Now, I think this was the woman I got married to last time. A non-aggression pact with the Holy Roman Empire, and she's quite high. Although she's 40, that would mean, yeah, fertility in this case would end at for female fertility. And I prefer someone younger than me, so actually I'd say intrigue's probably going to be up, given what happened given how the Queen tried to kill me. So non-aggression pact with the Doge of Venice. She's also a brilliant strategist, although she's got no diplomacy whatsoever. She's direct leader. That's troublesome because women can't be marshals at this. This is the 11th century. Actually, say I'd probably go with the woman I married last time. She's still pretty good. She's a little shy. Stand diplomacy. She's a flamboyant schemer, but she's diligent. She's also patient. And unlike last time, she might not... so, yeah. That would work. And I've got non-aggression pact with Navarra. So, yeah, that... and I get 59 prestige. Now, Because I've got low stewardship, it means that I'm not going to be able to hold on to all 3 of my lands. I'm going to need to give one to a vassal, which lowers my own state power. So, which one of these is the less earning? That one's slightly less, so yeah, I should give Surrey away to someone. Now, who in the court could do with... I better actually check on my council. Now, these are the men who are going to be... who have control... who have the council, so... Now I've got a fantastic steward, so... Yeah, let's have him collecting tax for the moment in Kent. Chancellor... Now, slow descent. Have we got any risk of revolt? Not at the moment, no. So, have your Chancellor slow descent between lieges. So, that might not be okay. Improve diplomatic relationships with your vassals or ruler of the country. So, his opinion on me is pretty low. Who are you by chance? Lowborn. His opinion on me is low, but if I made him my vassal, grant title, so we're looking at... Yes, Surrey. His opinion of me increases by 40. So... includes lower titles. Grant the county of Surrey. All the vassals will be granted... So, I'll give him that. Make him Duke, and I can arrange a marriage. Oh. Open position on the council. My marshal has disappeared. Where that? He's probably joined the camp. He's probably joined the chancellor. Right. So appoint. Who's a good marshal? There's. I can't. We could have a fighting bishop. Or I could find a character. These are all the people who would, let's see, willing to join the court. That's search all. We need to join the court, High Marshal. So they're all 14, but I'd say if he were, well, we're only going to need him for a few years, so yeah. Invite to court. So he'll join the court momentarily. I've already arranged a marriage. Now I also need to appoint a new spy master. So anyone who's currently good at intrigue. Intrigue, please. There's a commander with 11 intrigue, so his opinion of me is pretty low, but but that would go up once he was in command, in Spy Master, so yeah. And I'll have him study technology somewhere. Now the best place to find technology would be Constantinople. You've got the advances of the Byzantine Empire. And there's no... So, yeah, you go there. Chaplain. Now, he's the court chaplain. So, improve religious relationships. We can have him... We can station him in Rome to better our relationship with the Pope. There we go. And our Chancellor... Now... Last time I had him trying to find a claim to to the Duchy of East Anglia, but now that my stewardship's so low, I can't really do that. So improve relationships. So I can't really improve relationships with my own vassals. So who else in it? So who hates me? I could possibly. His opinion that Northampton. I could possibly try and find a claim for Northampton. So that could be. Yeah. I'll do that for the moment. So fabricate a claim for Northampton. And the marshal's going to arrive in a couple of days, as will my wife. So yeah, so unmarried, pick an I'll do that once the wife's arrived, because I know what I'm going to do. See, I've got no family, I've got no children at the moment, so I don't have an heir. So yeah, let's unpause, wait for things to happen. England is assembling their armies to attack the Norwegians. Hardrada has arrived, and the Normans are coming. Anything could happen in this game. So yes, my wife's now arrived. I don't need. I'm going to gain prestige at this moment. I don't need money. So okay, I'm now married. So I'll wait for the. So now has the commander arrived? Not yet. Let's wait for him to arrive. Now, pick an ambition. I'm going to pick the ambition of... now he's just arrived. And let's have a daughter. Okay, so... have a son. Yes, so that's going to... so they'll hopefully like each other enough to get married, so... you're the son of the commander. Right. And you're 7, and you're... I think I could give him a guardian. Now, so far he's the guard... So far he's to the steward. And so far his learning is pretty high, so... yeah, I'll assign him to the court... to someone who's good at learning. Highest person is... the court chaplain, so yeah. And yes, he's arrived. Oh, her wife, so now... this in the court, marshal... no? I don't... yes, so I'll have him train troops in Kent, because how things go... with how things go, we might need to increase our levy, which is going to be quite low, which is quite high given the marshals, but I've now lost some due to the fact I've had to give away one of my vassal states. And actually, no, I could... domain size has increased all of a sudden. Huh. That's odd. And I could grant minor titles to members of the court, so... he absolutely hates me so far, so... were you the one that I actually asked for? Yes, so... I'll grant you I'll give you an honorary title. You are... Master of the Horse. And can I give you another one? No, I can only make you regent. Right. That's fine. We've already passed December 1060. We're already past the time when William the Conqueror should have been crowned king. Now, where is he? He's in... hey, he's attacking us! That Gordon Bennett! What are you doing that for? Right, well, let's call up... let's Let's call up the levies then. That's not go. That's we're going to be overwhelmed. So no, disband that. We'll just disband them. We're not going to fight them. Actually, yeah, it's actually a small group. So yeah, we can actually defeat them now. So that's good. So now, how do we join you two together? Both of you. Both of you. Merge the army. 2 units to stand down. No, I don't want you to stand down. I want you to join together and... Oh, Bennett. I'm costing money trying to sort this out, so no. God, Bennett, how am I supposed to do things here? Right, so right now the Normans have got the capital and they're attacking us. Really. So far the Normans are in the lead. Now, how could I not attack? How could I? So I need to up my money so I can actually have enough money to afford attacking them. Together. Go to location Kent. Yes, go to Kent. It's you. No, go to Kent. One of you go to Sussex. The other you go to Kent. Oh. It's the other way around, isn't it? You. New unit split in half. Embark. Oh. No natives. What are you doing? So no. Disband units. And you disband. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The king's already fighting. The king's already saving us. Thank you, Harold. And so yeah, they're out of Surrey. So yeah, they've been attacked. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Chancellor. What's his opinion about me so far? Yeah, he likes me even though I somehow managed to have his county attacked. Still, if he can fabricate a claim to Northampton, then that means I can increase my land. Who are you? Norfolk's joining in, right? And why is he attacking Worcester? What's going on? French Bishopric of Worcester. So, what's the army of? That's the Duke of Mercia. Why are you attacking your? Why is the Worcester attacking his own? What are they doing? And now England's still fighting the Normans. They're overwhelmed. So, Worcester. Bishop Worcester. Revoking Worcester. Someone tried to revoke his title. The Normans are slowly defeating the army of the king. Hello. Holy Roman Empire has joined it. What's going on here? County of Zeeland? Where do you come? What's all this about? A de jure war in Holy Roman Empire, de jure France over Zeeland. it's a border. Oh, it's these islands here. Well, that doesn't really concern us. And William can be, and William's got 100%. So in any moment now, he could be our new king. New siege. Sorry. And yes, William the Conqueror is our new king. Right. And who's this chap? Oh, he's my brother. My opinion of him is pretty low. So the new Earl, new County of Kent. Right. He's usurped Hardrada. So yeah. So, yeah, he's got. That's all on. I've got all these messages. Everyone's basically just joined my court. Good grief. And so England's now England's going off to try and defeat Hardrada. So now I'm the Earl of Kent. I've just lost my duchy title. Well, that's brilliant. Thank you, Liege. And Duke William. And he's made someone else Duke. He's made a Norman Duke. Oh, thank you very much. So, now I'm the Earl of Kent, not the Duke of Kent. Oh, that's brilliant. Strong claim. Yes, I was the previous Duke. God, Bennett. Well, this has turned out a bit odd. This has turned out worse than I thought. We're just... And he's about to defeat Hardrada. This went on a lot shorter than I thought. And now, so... He's going to appoint me... Marshal, so... Yeah, at least I'll do something while I'm here. We claim to be pressed. Navarra. No, I don't think I will. So, yeah, Hardrada is... Wait! William Duke of Normandy is now imprisoned! How'd that happen? You've been imprisoned by your own... by your enemy? Now you're... Hang on. King Hardrada? Hardrada has just become king! After William just became king. Well, that's fantastic. England is now a part of Norway. I told you this could happen, oddly. Let's see, rather let his neighbours keep sending me envious invoice bragging money. I'd rather feel confused about this arbitrary way. I'm not sure if I should. I'll send these rather than his neighbours. So, yeah. Open position. My Chancellor's been overthrown. Right. And I've got a load of people in court now due to the fact I'm... Right, so we'll make you Chancellor. And we'll have... Well, I'm not going to do anything because now what's happened is that I'm no longer Duke of Kent. I'm the Earl of Kent, and the Duke here is now the Count of Surrey. Gordon Bennett, this has gone odder than I expected. So, yeah. I told you this would go off the rails. That I think we can end. And Hardrada's also Duke of Normandy. Also got Normandy now. That. Good grief! What a way to end this. So, yeah. Hopefully, this is not going to turn out the same way next time I do this. So, if anyone else is interested in me to do a new playthrough, a new different playthrough, then yeah. Please put in your comments, like, subscribe. This is King of New Anglia signing out.